Hello, welcome to your weekly Soulprint crystal reading. This is for the week of July 6th through the 12th. I hope you've had a good week and I wish you a wonderful week ahead. If you are looking for a private reading, in the drop box below is an email address, soulprint888@gmail.com. Just send me out a request asking for information. I'll send you what you need to know. Just for your information, when I do a reading, I utilize not only tarot cards, but my pendulum and direct channeling. Here we go. We're calling this one blue. It's a lovely, soft, kind of gray blue. This I'm pretty sure is a moonstone, but we're just going to call it gold. And the amethyst we're calling lavender, purple. Okay, so take a moment. See which crystal or crystals resonate with you. And let's get started, shall we? Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Alrighty. So this is talking about a situation that has been, I sort of want to say ongoing. The Eight of Pentacles very, very often will refer to sort of the routine of work, or the routine of a situation. It's a card that just it like rewards persistence. It rewards you taking the time to do things. Sometimes it can talk about perhaps a new job or a new way to make money. The Ten of Wands. It's interesting that it's following the Eight of Pentacles because, the Ten of Wands, generally speaking, is about sort of feeling overburdened, tired. This is sort of like the light at the end of the tunnel. You're on the kind of last leg of what has been I want to almost use the word arduous journey. Whether this is in your personal life or it has something to do with finances or employment, it's kind of been tough going. But that's followed that sort of persistence and that kind of perseverance has led you to the Queen of Pentacles card. So the Queen of Pentacles is about, you know, financial security. It is about a woman who knows her worth. It is about an energy. It could be man or woman. It is somebody who knows what they're capable of, somebody who is practical, who is able to work with the resources they have and make it work for them. And the Three of Cups is that lovely little card about sort of happiness and kind of achievements. Very, very often it is sort of a with the help of friends kind of card. It's just a celebratory energy. It's not like a big, huge thing. It's more of kind of, just support. Just people there in your corner supporting you. So there's kind of not a lot to say. Having identified what the cards are, it really does spell out sort of what's been going on. Whatever this pertains to, you've kind of had a rough go of it. There's been like a lot of stuff that you've had to deal with, but boy, you did not give up. You just had that persistence and that determination that is now putting you in a place where there is a stronger sense of not only security, but sort of starting to actually value and recognize your own strength and worth. Recognize what you can actually accomplish. Sometimes when I see this card, I think that it's a card that sort of represents actually finding out how strong you are, how much you can actually handle. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone. There are friends, there are supports, there is energy around you to help you move forward and certainly to help you celebrate. Okay. And look at this gold one. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. The Tower The Eight of Wands, Judgment. Okay, I like this. So, the Seven of Pentacles is it's harvest, right? It's about looking at what you have, looking at sorry, I just went blank. Looking at what you have, trying to figure out how to make what you have, how to make those resources work for you in the very, very best way. But this, sometimes it's a card that's sort of read as a card of loss, but I don't usually see it that way. I tend to see it more as an accounting, right? Taking an accounting of what you have, what you don't have, what you need, how you're going to make it work, etc. The Tower here is really actually very auspicious because the Tower tends to happen when whatever we have built is on really unstable ground and it needs to come down. It is no longer safe. It is no longer doing its job. It is no longer protecting you. So the Tower comes along and creates a situation where there has to be change. Change simply has to be made. But with the Eight of Wands, it's letting you know that literally things are going to start moving very, very quickly. There's going to be a fair bit of communication going on, back and forth, that kind of energy. So this is a positive response to that Tower, which created the situation where you are evaluating. And then you end with Judgment. And, Judgment is a card very often of reward for things previously accomplished. It is a very often a karmic card. Sometimes we look at it and we think, oh my goodness, I'm going to be judged really harshly. But we can also be judged in really amazing, powerful, positive ways. And that's what this is. Because it's following the Eight of Wands, it very much feels like there is a reward coming, not only for surviving the Tower, frankly, but also for paying attention to your harvest, your abundance, your ability to manifest, grow, attract the security that you are looking for. Oh, excuse me. All right. So there we are. This week looks like, if you've just experienced a Tower, it looks like you've got some good news coming around the corner, and anticipate it being good, powerful news. Okay? And look at the amethyst here. Okay. Eight of Swords. Four of Swords. The Empress. Four of Wands. All righty. So the Eight of Swords, it tends to be that card about feeling trapped, not being able to see a way forward or a path forward with any clarity. Now, the thing about the Four of Swords is that very often that sense of restriction is coming from your own worry, anxiety, sort of an inability to sort of almost like take control and realize that you are not at the mercy of something. You are powerful in your own right, and you are going to want to take control. Don't allow your nervousness, your anxiety, your worry to control a situation, or worse, to control your response to a situation. Now, the Four of Swords here is interesting because as I'm reading this, it feels like this is a period of time where sometimes it's about, sickness, about not feeling good. Sometimes it's about retreat. I'm reading this actually is about rest, some downtime. So perhaps you were just pulling yourself out of what was a rather difficult situation, and you really did have to push forward, perhaps even outside of your comfort zone. So it's very possible that right now you need to take a bit of a rest. You need to regroup, recoup, recover. Allow yourself that time, because the Empress follows, and the Empress is about abundance. This is Mother Earth. This is about new beginnings. It's about the birth of new ideas, new creations, new beginnings. And so now that you've sort of lifted yourself up from whatever was making you feel trapped, and you're going to take a bit of a break, when you get moving, going forward, when you're ready, understand that you're moving into a very, very productive, powerful period of manifestation, of growth, and of drawing towards you those things that you want and desire, particularly those things that are like tangible. And the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is very often about a celebration, right? It's about community coming together. In this case, it's very, very, possible that you're looking at sort of stability and a sense of things leveling out, things once again feeling like yeah, you have a handle on it. It's moving forward in the way you want. Sometimes every once in a while, this Four of Wands will indicate travel or a trip you're going to take. And so again, this whole thing applies. The Empress is going to ensure that you have what you need to be able to take whatever this next step is, whether it is that feeling of stability, whether it is some sort of a celebration, whether you're now figuring out how to finance or pay for the next vacation you want to take. But whatever it is, you've got some real upward positive momentum going here. So for goodness sakes, take advantage of it. Don't waste that energy. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Take really good care of yourselves, and I will see you next week. Until then, be safe.